the number one study abroad destination right now is United Kingdom. Because if your application is up to the mark, if you have fulfilled the checklist that we give you, then there is no point that the country of United Kingdom is going to refuse your visa. We have 100% visa approval rates as far as United Kingdom is concerned. In United States, the approval used to be 80%, but now it has fallen down to 40 or maybe 50%. In countries like Canada, Australia, Germany, Ireland, visa approval chances are almost 60%. And in Japan and South Korea, we are seeing visa approvals to the tune of 80%. So, if you are planning a career, if you are planning to study at a foreign country, I want you to get into the country which has the highest probability of accepting you as an international student. And so far, that country is United Kingdom, my friends. But that should not fear you from applying to other countries like US, Japan and South Korea. If you wish to study at a particular country, for example, it might be Italy for someone, because we have recently sent a student from Manipur, his name is Ronaldo Sapam, who was awarded 80% scholarship by an Italian university. So if you wish to pursue your education in France, in Singapore, in any Scandinavian country, in Finland, in Norway, we have got tie-ups with the universities in those countries. After this technical session, I will be here. I want and I encourage all of you to visit me to assess your profile. Once we run your profile in our system, which is backed by artificial intelligence, we get to know a list of universities that has the highest chance of approving you as an international student. Such university is cherry-picked for you. After giving your credentials, how much did you score in your 12th? How much is your average CGPA till now? And guys, this is like a marathon. It takes time for you to relocate to a different university. It is not like in this month we apply and in the next month we get a visa. No, it takes time. How much time are we talking about? So my dear students, we are about to start the most important session of this seminar, the technical session. In this session, you will get to know the process, the timeline, the cost, and the efforts that you need to put in to embark upon this journey. Before I begin this session, I have a question for you. Before I begin this session, I have a question. Can anyone guess the distance from Chicago to Manipur? Take a wild guess. What is the distance from USA to Manipur? Anyone? Is it like 1,000 kilometers? 5,000 kilometers? Or probably more. It is almost 13,000 kilometers distance from Chicago to Imphal, Manipur. So prior to these seminars, was in Chicago. I came to Hyderabad. From there, I came to Imphal. And from there, I am in front of you. So I want your complete attention to the technical session. But I am seeing that some of you are probably not in the best of moods. So just to see how attentive you are, I want all of you to greet me with the salutation of good morning. Everybody shout, good morning. A little louder. Good morning. Once again. All right, thank you so much. So I want this to be an interactive session, okay? You don't have to be passive recipients of the information that we are sharing. In this session, we will go through some slides which help you to understand the process. The objective of this session, as I've told before, is to launch your career in a foreign country. Now, why to launch a career in a foreign country in the first place? Is there something wrong in launching a career in India? Absolutely not. But I want you to understand the income disparity in the salary structure that you will earn as a fresher in India in comparison to a foreign country. So you all might have some dream job to get into. For some, it might be a data scientist. For others, your dream job could be to become an IT engineer, a civil engineer, a mechanical engineer, or an economist, or an accountant, an auditor. So whatever job you have in your mind, I want you, after you go back to your home, to do a simple Google search. For example, if your preference of a job is to become a cybersecurity expert, I want you to type on Google average salary of a cybersecurity engineer in USA, in UK, or in Germany, any country of your preference. Average salary of your preferred job in a foreign country. Just see the figures, and believe me, you will be surprised to know that the starting salary of a postgraduate in a foreign country is no less than $60,000. And what is $1 equal to? Is it 20, 50 rupees, or a little higher? It is almost 96 rupees. So for the ease of calculation, let us take it to be 100 rupee. So $1 is 100 rupee. When you launch your career with a package of $60,000, it means you're earning 60 lakh Indian rupees in a year. 60,000 multiplied by 100. So what is your income in the first year of your career? It is 60 lakh. But since you are living in these foreign countries, the cost of living is also high. You have to pay for your rent, your commute, your day-to-day living expenses, food. So we can safely assume that 50% of your salary goes towards these costs of living. But still, you will be in a position to save 2 to 2.5 lakh rupees on a monthly basis, right in your first year of career. See, if you decide to launch your career in India, then the average salary that one can expect is probably around 4 lakhs per annum, or probably 5 lakhs, which is 30 or 40,000 rupees on a monthly basis. In India, the amount of salary that you get on an yearly basis is the same salary that you get on a monthly basis in a foreign country. So, think about it. You're spending 1 year earning the same level of income that you could have gotten if you were placed in a foreign company, if you were placed at a multinational company. Lately, in the past 4 or 5 years, we have seen a significant technological shift. What is the biggest technology change that we have recently witnessed? Isn't it artificial intelligence? Isn't it machine learning? ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, Grok, and agents like Claude. All these artificial intelligence softwares are shaping the horizon of technology at an unimaginable pace. So I want you all to understand that we are a generation which is driving this change. I don't want you all to be passive recipients of this technological shift. I want you to be the drivers of this change. When you imagine your career, try to get into this domain of technology wherein you are working at the most research oriented technologies like blockchain, like bitcoins. You're working in machine learning, in data science. So, one thing is clear, artificial intelligence is here to stay. And the only reason to keep ourselves afloat of this technology is by accepting it. It is by imbibing this particular technology in our day-to-day lives. And as we all know, Western countries are at the forefront of the development of this technology. So, I want you all to be enrolled in this technological shift through the option of student visa. Nowadays, it is not a surprise to find out that companies are hiring irrespective of your nationality, irrespective of the borders that you live in. If you have enough skills, then you will be placed easily in a company that many wish to get into. See, international education transforms you holistically. Now, why is it that we say that international education is important for your career, for your personality, for your finances? The reason is you get global exposure. Your friends at an international university will come from countries like Australia, Africa, Europe, Middle Eastern countries. So just imagine the circle that you have once you are a student in such international universities. And guys, your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. How many powerful people do you know of? What countries do they come from? What positions are they serving in an industry? So, international education helps you get a global exposure. It helps you to stay at the forefront of research and innovation. It helps you to contribute to R&D. It improves your leadership skills. And I have explained the earning potential that you see in a foreign country as compared to India. The starting levels of employment, the salaries are so different that one would find it harder to fathom, to imagine that such a difference, how is it possible? Yearly salary of India is equal to monthly salary in a foreign country. Just look at the efforts that you will be saving. You guys working for 1 year in a foreign country means a decade of earning in India. So that is the potential that each and every one of you have in front of you. Prior to a few years, United States was the most preferred study abroad destination of students. But recently, it has fallen down to the second position. Can anybody take a wild guess? Why is it so? It is with the induction of President Trump in the United States, which has led to a series of changes in policy, which is actively stopping international students to get into their country. It should not be a surprise if we see a Democrat party get into power following the term of Trump, who comes from a Republican party. So, the number one study abroad destination right now is United Kingdom. Because if your application is up to the mark, if you have fulfilled the checklist that we give you, then there is no point that the country of United Kingdom is going to refuse your visa. We have 100% visa approval rates as far as United Kingdom is concerned. In United States, the approval used to be 80%, but now it has fallen down to 40 or maybe 50%. In countries like Canada, Australia, Germany, Ireland, visa approval chances are almost 60%. And in Japan and South Korea, we are seeing visa approvals to the tune of 80%. So, if you are planning a career, if you are planning to study at a foreign country, I want you to get into the country which has the highest probability of accepting you as an international student. And so far, that country is United Kingdom, my friends. But that should not fear you from applying to other countries like US, Japan and South Korea. If you wish to study at a particular country, for example, it might be Italy for someone, because we have recently sent a student from Manipur, his name is Ronaldo Sapam, who was awarded 80% scholarship by an Italian university. So if you wish to pursue your education in France, in Singapore, in any Scandinavian country, in Finland, in Norway, we have got tie-ups with the universities in those countries. After this technical session, I will be here. I want and I encourage all of you to visit me to assess your profile. Once we run your profile in our system, which is backed by artificial intelligence, we get to know a list of universities that has the highest chance of approving you as an international student. Such university is cherry-picked for you after giving your credentials. How much did you score in your 12th? How much is your average CGPA till now? And guys, this is like a marathon. It takes time for you to relocate to a different university. It is not like in this month we apply and in the next month we get a visa. No, it takes time. How much time are we talking about? A minimum of 8 months is required to process your application, get it approved, apply for your visa, and then travel to a foreign country. So, if you are in your final year of graduation, or even if you are in your second year of graduation or third year of graduation, I want you to start preparing for international studies. And what is the first step that you have to take? You have to apply for a passport. We cannot travel internationally using an Aadhaar card, can we? No, right? So, the first step is to apply for a passport. That itself takes almost 3 to 4 months of your time. The second step is to write an English proficiency exam. What is an English proficiency exam? It certifies a student's capability of English, understanding and comprehension. Now there are a lot of bodies which take this exam. There is IELTS, there is Duolingo, there is TOEFL, Test of English as Foreign Language, there is PTE, Pearson Test of English. Out of all these exams, the easiest, the cheapest, the most comfortable or convenient exam for you to take is Duolingo. It can be taken from the comfort of your house. You don't have to travel to a different city just to give this exam. You just need a laptop and an internet connection. And the cost is only 5,000 rupees. So, the first document that you have to have is passport. The second mandatory document is an English proficiency exam. Now, if we get a batch of 20 students from Manipur, we from Sparkle Edu Services will be offering complimentary English training program to our students for 3 months. It would be taken daily for 1 hour, 5 days a week. For 3 months, you will be studying English according to the pattern of these exams. But for that to happen, we want at least 20 students, because we have to hire an instructor, pay him or her, and then ask to train you people. So, if we get a batch of 20 students, we will be offering complimentary English language training program. Now, the process of applying to a university in any of these countries is almost similar. First, we have to apply for a passport, then write an English exam, and then get letters of recommendations from our head of departments, our professors, our lecturers. Letters of recommendation के बाद we need a statement of purpose which explains what you wish to do in the next 5 years. And then we have to apply for transcripts from the university, get it evaluated, and then apply in these foreign universities. Once our application is complete, we get a conditional offer letter. There might be certain conditions attached to it. There could be an interview call from the university. And once those conditions are fulfilled, then you will be getting an unconditional offer letter. Once we have an unconditional offer letter, we start applying an education loan on your behalf. And once the loan is sanctioned and disbursed, we file for your visa. So it's a long process, but we are here to support you at each and every step of your journey. Now, how is it possible that you fund your education without becoming a financial burden on your family, without becoming a financial burden on your parents? There are a lot of ways in which we assist our students financially. Firstly, we apply to multiple level of scholarships. Firstly, there is a scholarship which is offered exclusively to Indian citizens. Just because you come from India, the government of UK, United Kingdom, may give you a scholarship of £2,000 or £4,000, which is equal to 5 lakh rupees. So that is done through a memorandum of understanding between the countries of India and United Kingdom. Then there is scholarship at university level. Depending on your score, depending on your extracurricular activities and your application, you might be awarded a scholarship from the university. And then there is a scholarship which we call early bird scholarship. If you plan your education early, then you will be receiving 500 pounds or 1000 pounds just because you have started early. It's called an early bird scholarship. So there are a lot of other scholarships as well. So to be on a safer side, let us assume that you are getting 30% or 40% of your tuition fee waived off in the form of scholarship. Now what about the remaining 60%? The remaining 60% is taken care in the form of an education loan, and it is our responsibility to make sure that you get an education loan from a bank or a NBFC. Now there might be certain documents which are required to process this education loan. Your parents might be working at a company, but they are not receiving pay slips. They might not file income tax returns. If they are working as business owners, then they have to file their income tax returns. They need to have MSME certificate, Udyam registration certificate, a GST number. So no matter what the condition of profile is, we have tied up with agencies which help you in getting these documents, which help you in getting these certificates from the government. Your income tax returns will be filed, GST documents will be prepared, MSME certifications will be made, and then once your application is ready, we send it to our partners who give education loan. And my dear friends, education loan covers not just your tuition, but it also covers your relocation expenses and your living expenses. For example, if your fee is 20 lakh rupees, you would be awarded an education loan of 30 lakh rupees. And once your loan is sanctioned and disbursed, you will be paying out of it to the university and college, and then the remaining amount can be used for your relocation expenses, for purchasing your flight ticket, for getting into an accommodation. So in this manner, you will not be spending even a single rupee from your pocket. We take care of all the expenses. Now, once you land into a foreign country, we ensure that all our students are getting placed somewhere in the form of a part-time worker, which is paid on an hourly basis. You get paid $10 an hour, and that is an assurance because you as students have to look after your expenses. $10 an hour, it means 1,000 rupee you're earning on an hourly basis. In 1 week, you will be in a position to earn 1 lakh rupees just by doing part-time jobs. And these part-time jobs are jobs of cashiers. They are jobs of warehouse assistants. With this part-time job alone, you will be in a position to repay your education loan. You will be in a position to pay back the education loan even before you graduate. So we are helping you get an education loan, and we are assuring that you will be in a position to pay back the education loan even before you graduate. And there is assistantship, wherein you become a support staff of one of the university professors and take care of some of his official work. That also pays you similar to a part-time job. Now, life in a foreign university is not limited to the classroom. You will have excellent connections. You will have diversity in terms of people, in terms of culture, in terms of resources. You could live on campus or off campus. And you will not be alone. The Indian student community in any of the foreign universities is one of the strongest communities. You will have student clubs. You will find people from India who are already studying there. And in our past 1.5 year of operations, we have already sent 40 students out of Manipur. So, I would not be surprised if you are welcomed by a student from your own community, from a Manipur, in a foreign country. Your wellness is taken care by the government of the foreign university because you will be paying health insurance. So if you fall sick in a foreign country, then the government of that country takes care of your well-being, and your growth financially, economically happens at an unprecedented level. See, when you plan your career, I want you all to focus in these categories: artificial intelligence, data science, healthcare, engineering, cybersecurity, finance, commerce, management, banking, technology, and environmental science. And the starting salary, according to a research survey, is $80,000, which is 80 lakh rupees. See, as I have told you, the journey is a lengthy one. So we help you in career counseling, in selecting the country, university, making sure that you have the right set of application, getting your offer letter. We assist you in scholarships and education loan. Visa and travel is taken care by our organization. And then you graduate and launch your global career. There are a certain myths which has to be debunked. Only rich students study abroad, some people might think, but that is not the case. Your finances should never be a hurdle in this journey, and we ensure that you travel to an international university without any out of pocket expenditure. But there is a nominal registration fee of 5,000 rupee that is adjusted in future, and that is taken to retain you as a student, so that when we give you a call, you respond back to us. So fees that we take is adjusted once you get your education loan. Your English, if it is not good enough, we take care of it. If we get a batch of 20 students, we are offering complimentary English classes. You don't have to be a topper to get admitted into such universities. Academics play an important role, but they are not a 100% of your application. You will not be alone in these countries. There are people from Manipur, there are people from India, there are people from different states who are welcoming in nature because they were assisted by their seniors. Now they have become seniors, and you, when you become senior, welcome Indian students traveling from Manipur. It is not competitive to get into a university of your liking, and you don't need perfect grades. See, we do career counseling, university selection, applications. We help you draft your SOP, letter of recommendation. We assist you in finding accommodation, in pre-departure orientation. We, Sparkle Edu Services, are headquartered in Hyderabad. We are registered in USA, and we have a branch office in Imphal. And Ma'am Rose, who is the general manager of Sparkle Edu Services Imphal branch, will be constantly in touch with you, giving you update on your application status. Lastly, I want you all to dream beyond borders and realize the potential that you have as a youth. Very recently, we have seen the example wherein young people of the country came together and demanded a change, a transformation of the system, which led to the resignation of education minister. A cabinet minister of central government had to resign because young people, youth of this country decided to do it. That is the power, the potential that you have. I want you all to introspect, to discuss with your parents once you go back to your home that I wish to pursue an education in an international university, in a foreign country, so that I can support my family financially. So I ask you to dream globally, stay proud of your roots. Your journey begins with a decision. It begins with one step, and I congratulate that you've already taken that step to attend this seminar. We will be here after this technical session to assist you with any of your queries. With that being said, I conclude this technical session from my end. Thank you so much.